Good morning. Welcome to Monday. It's November the 25th, 2024. News continues now with our top local stories. Police are investigating a fatal shooting that took place at a house party near Bremen.
It was around 3:15 Sunday morning when St. Joseph County officers responded to a short-term rental on Quinn Road near Bremen and found evidence of a shooting. Shortly after, a 19-year-old man arrived at St. Joseph Regional Medical Center with gunshot wounds and later died. So far, no arrests have been announced. Alex Isaac, MNC News.
One person was hurt in a shooting on South Bend's west side. Happened around 9 o'clock Friday night, the 400 block of Kosciuszko Street, just off Western Avenue near Pulaski Park. Victim's injury is described as non-life-threatening. So far, there's no word about suspects, arrests, or what led to the gunshots. And a man was shot and killed by police in Rochester. Officers went to a home on Monroe Street on Saturday morning after learning about a possible domestic disturbance. They say they found 37-year-old Stephen Harding with the gun, and he pointed it at an officer, and that's when police opened fire. Harding died at the scene. The officers are on administrative leave per protocol. Indiana Governor-elect Mike Braun is planning to overhaul a few things when he takes office in January.
He plans to create a few new state departments. A Secretary of Public Safety will oversee corrections, homeland security, and school safety, though Braun says Indiana State Police will report directly to him. On the health front, he plans to have FSSA, Child Services, and the VA report to a new Secretary of Health and Family Services. Finally, he will have INDOT and the BMV report to a new Secretary of Transportation and Infrastructure. None of the new offices will require confirmation from state lawmakers. Victor Garcia, MNC News.
New this morning on MNC, as millions of Americans begin their holiday shopping, the Better Business Bureau says online scams are up 125% over last year. The most popular scams involve viral items, beauty products, exercise shoes, puppies, and even rare animals. Spotting a scam is not that easy, though. There are some red flags. Items offered at a deep discount, a popular item sold by an unknown retailer, and the seller asks that you pay through a payment app rather than a credit card. And living paycheck to paycheck can affect how managers treat their staffers.
Colorado State University professor Keaton Fletcher says supervisors at all management and salary levels are unleashing their economic frustrations on their subordinates. When bosses cannot pay their bills, Fletcher explained, they feel a loss of control in their lives.
Berating or belittling, demeaning, sometimes yelling or cursing at subordinates.
The findings showed men are more likely than women to be abusive towards subordinates.
Both men and women feel this lack of control in response to financial stress. The data show that men are more likely to engage in those abusive behaviors when they have this feeling of a lack of control.
Fletcher added that abused workers can hurt a company's bottom line by showing up late for work, being less productive, stealing, or talking badly about the company to other people.
And that's Terry D. reporting. Consumer alerts passed along this morning. 2 Korean automakers recalling hundreds of thousands of electric vehicles.
A problem with more than 208,000 Hyundai and Kia EVs could suddenly cause them to lose power. Hyundai's recall of more than 145,000 EVs includes several Ioniq and Genesis models, while Kia is recalling nearly 63,000 of its EV6 models. A recall report from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the problem is with the EV's integrated charging control units that may become damaged and stop charging the battery. And that could lead to the loss of drive power. Dealers will inspect and fix the problem. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
167,000 pounds of ground fresh beef and possibly frozen beef contaminated with E. coli have been recalled. The meat shipped to restaurants around the country from the Detroit-based Wolverine Packing Company. Health officials say at least 15 patients who ate various restaurants have been sickened in the state of Minnesota, including 2 people who were hospitalized. And some ready-to-eat meat products from the company Yusheng Foods are being recalled after a new listeria outbreak was linked to that brand. That contamination also deadly, claiming the life of an infant in California. 9 people have also been hospitalized in California, state of Illinois, New Jersey, and New York. Indiana's Attorney General Todd Rokita is investigating human labor trafficking and has issued civil investigative demands to Tyson Foods in Logansport, as well as several other organizations.
The investigation seeks information about suspected trafficking activities. Other groups targeted include Berry Global, Cass County Health Department, Logansport Schools, Tent Partnership for Refugees, God is Good Ministry, and Jackson County Industrial Development Corporation. They're being asked to provide relevant documents to help with the investigation. Morgan Hopkins, MNC News.
A 51-year-old man from North Judson is in police custody after he was found hiding in a crawl space. Rodney Kraft had been convicted of dealing methamphetamine and was hiding in a home of a 37-year-old Kayla Risner. He was arrested last week after police sprayed gas into the space to get him to move. Kayla Risner was also arrested for assisting a criminal. And research showing Hoosier drivers actually slow down in areas with known speed traffic cameras.
The worksite speed control systems are placed in active work sites for up to 8 hours, and currently they are located along a stretch of I-70 in Hancock County, but there are discussions for more locations in the future. Nearly 18,000 enforceable events and 8,400 courtesy notices went out to drivers as of October 29th.
That's Terry D. reporting. Now, watching your money, the Indiana State and Local Tax Review Task Force has voted on their final report and recommendations.
The report includes eliminating the 30% personal property tax floor and the implementation of cuts to the local income tax, which will result in $1 billion in lost revenue by 2030. Some critics call it a, quote, nothing burger and say it provides no solution to rising property tax rates and very little relief to hardworking Hoosiers. Derek Decker, MNC News.
Nurses are burning out because there aren't enough to go around. Here's more on what a Purdue University professor is saying about the issue.
Peng Shi is an associate professor at Purdue University who says the nursing shortage grew during the pandemic as nurses left the business because of heavy workloads and no rest.
Many states, government have realized the issue. They have been putting more funding to increase the enrollment in nursing school, incentivize more people to join this career.
She says more research is needed to address shortages and that artificial intelligence could help nurses manage resources and their workloads. Ryan Hedrick, Network, Indiana.
And the days of free parking at Ruoff Music Center in Noblesville are now over.
Ruoff will now require visitors to pay for parking. Music fans seeing a concert at the Noblesville Amphitheater will have to spend at least $20 to park. Parking charges will be added to all shows at the venue in 2025. You will be able to buy parking passes online in advance of a show. Alyssa Foster, MNC News.
Mostly cloudy skies today. We could see a slight chance of a shower this morning, but the best chances of rain today will be this afternoon and into early evening. Highs today at 52. Tonight, overnight, a slight chance of a few showers. We drop down to 30. And then for Tuesday, partly sunny, a sprinkle or flurry possible, but high temperatures only at 37. I'm Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
Breaking news can happen at any time, day or night. You can get first word by signing up for breaking news text alerts from MNC. To get them, text the word news to 574-2595-95-3.
Podcasts by Federated Media.